So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
And he's forced to go back. Raphael Varane. Desai. Vieira. For Varane. And it's Zanetti. Vieira. And it's Kimmich. And it's Scholes. Scholes venturing down the left. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Both sides exercising caution for now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Guardiola. Looking to play him in. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Batistuta. Threads one in. Scholes.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Tries to pass it through. He's having a hit! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Looking for options for movement. He's got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In he goes again. Thuram attempts a clearance. Looking for the run. Oh, the ball's gone astray. He'll try the distance. Oh, crossbar! Goal, France! Eto'o at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gets his head on it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
30 minutes gone. Fiore.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Aims beyond the defence. Referee has just said play on. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Raphael Varane is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Vieira makes the interception.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zambrota. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rafael Varane. It's Kimmich. Oh, it's Bebeto. No way through. Oh, it's Batistuta. Big chance! And Bebeto! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bebeto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. France leading by 1 at the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France leading by the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît. Le propriétaire du monospace bleu qui gêne la sortie des bus est prié de déplacer immédiatement son véhicule.
So off we go again.
Changement pour la
France can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He's had it taken off him.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 11.
Fiore. Couldn't squeeze it through. Varane gets over and intercepts. France come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's Schneider. That's rather hopeful.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's an excellent interception. Stam gets it clear. That's a cute ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Fiore.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Kimmich. 60 minutes played. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Marcelo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That has ended up in no man's land. Kimmich. This is a promising build-up.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Not
23.
much doubt about who's going to take
À
this
sa
one.
place,
And
le
now as
numéro
good a
8.
time as any to pull level.
Hazard. Changement en cours.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. It's Bebeto. Bebeto. And here's Dani Olmo. And he's quick to get rid. Well, that is one way to stop him.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Kimmich. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pass somewhat off target. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. And here's Dani Olmo. Bebeto. France leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And that's gone loose. Del Piero herring after the ball here. He is through here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14. Xabi Alonso. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 4. Lampard.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well
Additionnel,
stopped.
1 minute.
Bale wins the duel this time. Oh, good-looking ball. And that's that. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a little off target. And he's picked out the run. Cucurella. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Yaya Toure. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Sneijder. And it's Xabi Alonso. Played out to the left flank. And here's Yaya Toure. He's rising! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cucurella. Neymar. And that's a good ball. Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Villanova with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Mbappe. And he shoots! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And that has been cleared. Now it's Rice. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Xabi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that is well cleared. Varane gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away?
That was lovely, that.
Rummenigge.
Villanova really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge.
That's good play from him.
Rummenigge.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Towering header! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vieira. Schneider. He's found space here. It's out for a goal kick. Haaland on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean he
Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
France find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Yaya Toure.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's tidy. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Suarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Mbappe. Vieira. Rummenigge. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. So can they do it again? Rummenigge! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Luis Suarez tries to pass it through. Pepe. That has not gone well.
3 minutes.
Thuram. Now it's Schneider. Rummenigge. And that has left him in a heap. Referee has just said play on. Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
France absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
France, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. We're on the move again. Some good persistent defending here. And here's Neymar. It's Luis Suarez! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. France have the chance to go the other way. It's a pretty loose pass. Rafael Varane. Cucurella. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for the run. Mbappe gets flagged offside. claimed it in a trice. And it's Ronaldinho. Toure demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice. France, the only team in this. 3-0 already. Desai is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodri cuts out the pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Almost an hour gone. And this is Luis Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot. And the keeper threw out a limb.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Villanova
21.
get
À
their
sa place,
fourth corner.
le numéro 9.
And he thumps it clear. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's been hooked away. Knocks it into space. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's got away. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden vest. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demande toute votre attention. Un petit...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
FC Barcelone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Nesta has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Now it's Mbappe. Massaro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Massaro! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than that. And the shots! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Pepe gets over and intercepts.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicely weighted ball. Gerrard. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he cuts out the supply. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? Here's decent chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fabulous. And he gets rid in a hurry. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Totti. Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's Snyder. It's Snyder! And it's hit the woodwork and out! so. It's come to nothing. Gerrard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Timber. Now it's Mbappe. That is a great pick out. He's in, must be! Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
And look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Closing in on goal. Gerrard.
Il y aura 2
Mbappe.
minutes de temps additionnel.
Now, can they get him away? That's been slipped through. Messi. Shot, surely! It's out for a goal kick. Gerrard. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso.
So we're off again.
À sa place, le numéro
France
11.
decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Can he get onto this? Nice control. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time.
It's Bale! And it's come back out to him. And that's in. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Totti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's an excellent interception. And that's really well manoeuvred. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter. France have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Well, they could break here. Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal. It into the box, punched away, quality ball. And he's had it nicked away. Threads one in. That is good alertness. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now he's got space here. Timber. Looking for the run. Schlotterbeck wins the duel this time. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically It's Totti! And there's a goal! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 23.
Barcelona culpably stronger, better, superior.
Le numéro 15.
Ibrahimovic!
Le numéro 8.
And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Varane getting this one clear. Cross to the back post. That has been knocked clear. Eto. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Del Piero in acres of space out wide. That is good strength. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found space here. Getting up there! And no mistake. They are playing them off the park. Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehand.
Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has a look out. Can he finish? It's in! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
France still making a fight of this. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Towering header! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Ferran Torres. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, what a terrific effort! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Nedved. Now it's Ferran Torres. Best. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. He is just caressing the ball. He's being urged to shoot. Nedved gets into a good position. Czech claims it. Safe hands.
Brazil clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Best place it in. Marcelo is there to clear. Ferran Torres. He's in a great position here. Lahm plays impressive. Oh, crossbar! Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
And it's Rodri. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Cross to the back post. France do have a chance to counter here. France still without a single shot on target. Ferdinand. Rummenigge. And a chance! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! A finish right from the top draw! The first significant strike. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
France have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That's an imaginative pass. He's free, he has got space. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Nedved. There's the delivery. Varane clears it away. Rummenigge. Rummenigge running with the ball. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread out to the left, and here's Ferran Torres. Well read, and the danger is averted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, well played, well played. Goes down, but nothing given. And here's the chance to counter. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Rodri. Lahm proves just a little bit too strong. Look at the space here. And it's Nedved. And here's Ferran Torres. Lahm is onto this. Caught offside that time. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri, the player who needs no introduction. Bale. Yaya Toure. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
France just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So the action resumes.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Vieira wins the duel this time. Best! Georgie Best! Amazing! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Brazil are back in business. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nedved, and he stands tall, impenetrable. That pass isn't the best. Vieira. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Lahm. Lahm delivered. Oh, good climb. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Best will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Lahm played, he leaps for it! Goal, Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Brazil with the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rummenigge looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got away, played in, and he's managed to get rid and claimed it back swiftly. And it's Lam.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. It's a really well measured ball. The less said about that pass, the better.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11, Bale. Le numéro 21, le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso. À leur place, le numéro 5, le numéro 9, le numéro 19.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's picked his way through. Oh, look at the space here. Towering header! And yes, it's there! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil now in a position far more desirable. And a header! And how did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Probing pass. Varane calmly anticipates. Figo. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run. Ambitious ball here. That's been cut out, well played. Desai. Now then, the ball's come loose. Seedorf. It's Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes left. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Figo. Cross from Cafu. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 23. À sa place, le numéro 8. Hazard.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and As a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He has found the way through, produces a cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Played into space, and we're done. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
A guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. Now that looks a decent ball. Shevchenko. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that has left him in a heap. Right, Shevchenko. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Probing pass. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. That's tidy. Araujo cannot be beaten that easily. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's picked it up out wide, looking for the far post. Buffon deals with that nice and simple. Now, can they get him away? Searching pass he's played there. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, greatly! He scored! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Shevchenko. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. Looking to play him in. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Deftly away. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Bale! Lahm getting this one clear. Pass somewhat off target. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Sneijder. He's a sharp little ball here. Ambitious ball here. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Bale. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vieira spots it and intercepts. France do have a chance to counter here. No luck with that dink over the top.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. It's Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Shevchenko. Looking for options for movement.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, he's
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. France come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half
And a
shortly.
quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
So we're underway for the second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries to play it through. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
France come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Schneider, he's got away. Schneider proves just a little bit too strong. And he's managed to get rid, and they're quick to get it back. Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Truly a man who will pass the test of time. That is a gem, an absolute gem. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Ibrahimovic. Number 7, Shevchenko. Number 10, Messi. Number 3,
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 5.
Can he get on the end of this? Aims beyond the defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitutions taking place.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. And he can thump it away. That has not gone well. And this is Del Piero. He's on his own. Shoots! Goal!
It's well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Del Piero, he's found a way through. We're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pinches it off him. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Threads one in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Shanghai Shenhua really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Can he finish? And the difference is still one, but only just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Substitution.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. He's shifting through the gears here. Del Piero.
That was lovely, that.
France have a free kick.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, another set play. Off target by a whisker. Schlotterbeck kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Just 5 minutes left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Shanghai Shenhua really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Time.
Figo. No way through. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's been played through. He's picked his way through. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play...
Oh, he's a big chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier. Gets his head on it! Trustmark comes to the rescue. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. Spread out to the left, and here's Yamal. Vieira tries to pass it through. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well read, nice interception. Unai Simon. Rafael Varane. Shifted it to the flank. Yamal. They get a throw in. Now it's Rodri. Now the delivery.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
So to play, and it is a goal kick. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice looking ball. Oh, it's come loose. He'll try from distance. Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Vieira. Rafael Varane. Cross needs to be good. And he's managed to get rid. He's having a hit! Now it's Xabi Alonso. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rummenigge. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, there was small hope for an offside decision, but I think he held his run, anticipating the ball perfectly. It's a good goal, and an even better link-up for me.
France find a position of real strength now.
And things are...
And pull it! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? The cross, towering header! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. And There's Hullet. Rafael Varane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well timed, excellent interception. That's going wide left. They've got a corner here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Nicely weighted ball. He's a sharp little ball here. This might spell danger. Marcelo can clear it away. Defending was strong and firm. Now this could be a chance. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rummenigge. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Eto'o. And he should have made it 4.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, some astute defending there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
France absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
France looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. Rodri. And that's another good win of the ball. Now he's got space here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pepe spots it and intercepts. And the keeper's got it again. Unai Simon sends that a long way.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Romero. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well manoeuvred. He's picked his way through. He's going for goal! It's hit the crossbar. Spread it left. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press.
It's Eto'o! Cruyff. Here's Rodri. So, what can they make of this? Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. That has not gone well. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
That's very neat. Marcelo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Just eases him off the ball. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely shaped ball. Rodri. And he's being shifted off it. Goes down, but nothing given. Yaya Toure. Marcelo. Here's one whose deliveries we all know about. Out for a throw. And that's it. Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only thing.
I'm not arguing.
Opts for safety. Xabi Alonso finding himself in space. Azar. Vieira. Messi. And it's Rodri. Vieira. And it's Messi. Well, that pass isn't the best. Yaya Toure. Vieira gets across to intercept that. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Shot, surely! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Rodri, a player who needs no introduction. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this time, surely! It's in! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Alonso.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's got away. Azar! Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back.
It's Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to... Oh, what has happened here? There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there. Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Vieira. Luis Suarez touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Yaya Toure. Looking for the run. That has not gone well.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vieira. Messi.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. Suarez is onto this. Rummenigge. Schneider. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a sharp pass. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. France unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No, again there's no way through. Hazard. Vieira. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, this looks sharp. France still this single goal behind. Another pass just keeps it ticking. Goes for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Madrid
14,
have their second corner
Xabi
now.
Alonso. Le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 11. Bale. Le
France
numéro 9.
have the chance to go the other way. Now that looks a decent ball. No joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Eto.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some...
Can he finish? And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
It's a threatening ball. Del Piero. Can he get it through? Del Piero. Great chance! And there's a goal! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 23.
Time for a change of personnel. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
It's a wow moment. Now, that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
A shift in momentum back. That could spell trouble. Looking for options for movement. Has a look and plays it forward. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable...
Bale! And that could have brought them level.
Bale is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Varane spots it and intercepts.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ferdinand cuts it out. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Del Piero. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Bellingham. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Yamal. And that is well cleared.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bale. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on 4 minutes. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Zambrotta. Bale. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. That's that, the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Applies the finish! No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Nori. And it's Yaya Toure. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Goes forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Xabi Alonso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Schneider. That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Quick look, then plays it in. Marcelo is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Ibrahimovic. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good effort against the crossbar. Koller finds himself offside. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Probing pass. Eto'o is in a really good position out wide. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vieira. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, this looks sharp. Ball's gone out of play. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball comes in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Besiktas clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yaya Toure. Here comes the corner. like getting this one clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, that's ambitious. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Snyder really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And he can thump it away. And this is Xavi Alonso. And Yaya Toure! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Takes the shot! And that tested the keeper.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. Getting up there! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, played right into his path.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. France come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Chers spectateurs, je voudrais avoir une petite pensée pour tous ceux d'entre vous qui fêtent leur anniversaire aujourd'hui. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso. À sa place, le numéro 11, Bale. Attention, changement.
Here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
Bale! Oh, denied brilliantly!
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shapes to shoot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. Oh, what's he done? There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's stuck it away. France are back on level terms. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bale.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. He's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. It's gone out for a throw-in. Can he get it through? Vieira receives it in a good position here. Bale, who can single-handedly make a difference. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Eto'o. France still have the cards to affect this game. Bale. It's Bale! And he's really put himself on the line here. So their fourth corner of the game. Terrific effort! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Silvesh is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. In towards the back stick. Toure clears it away. Opts for safety. Besiktas are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Mbappe, and the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Besiktas really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Besiktas are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And the pass is intercepted. Pirlo.
That's a sharp pass. And this is Del Piero.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Schneider! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 23.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Hazard
Gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
It's a wow moment. Now, that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
and it's Caicedo.
France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so.
It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to play it through. It's a pretty loose pass.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's opted for the long pass. Ferdinand cuts out the pass into the last 5 minutes. Nice sequence of passes, this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, shooting chance!
Bale just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Caicedo concedes a free kick for that.
Il y aura 4 minutes
Now
de
it's
temps
Bale.
additionnel.
Pirlo.
That's an imaginative pass.
And he can clear it away. And he's there to retrieve it. There will be 4 extra minutes.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Check clears. And time is up.
So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces and pick out whoever's making the runs. And for that reason, I think he could be crucial.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that should get the job done. That has been cut short. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Baggio. Yaya Toure. Nicely worked. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that's well seen too. Rummenigge. Palmer. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
There they go, hunting again.
He won't be happy with that one. Nice sequence of passes this. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Driving through. And the shot! Zola gets flagged offside. Quarter of an hour played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. Baresi cuts it out. Rodri. Goes for goal! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Xabi Alonso with a real chance here. Alonso! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball, and he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rummenigge is onto this. Thuram with the slide tackle there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Maldini. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That's an excellent interception. Iniesta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? Baggio has it in a wide position. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. Great chance! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? There it is! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that...
He's had a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Yaya Toure gets it away. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass...
And it's been given away. And it's Schneider. Rummenigge. He is through here. He's had a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Yaya Toure. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. No hesitation. He's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Alonso! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Baggio, who is rarely short on confidence. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind.
And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So it's back to business.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Palmer gets a cross in. That's really well manoeuvred. Eto'o makes a move down the right. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vieira. Quality ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eto'o. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Palmer. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Yaya Toure. And he cuts out the supply.
Iniesta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for... Oh, he's been caught napping! He's in one-on-one, and a chance! No, just not quite. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Xavi Alonso, Zambrota. Oh, easy pickings there. Palmer.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yaya Toure aims beyond the defence. Oh no, this does not look good. He's beaten the last man. Snyder! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Opts to play it. He's having a hit! Oh, that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
14, Xabi Alonso. Le numéro 23. À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 11. Bale. Le numéro 19. Attention, changement.
Roberto Baggio. But they've got it again. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Ball looks a good one. It's Bale! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Not the most accurate pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Well, that is one way to stop him. They want to be quick to recover this. Yaya Toure! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Real chance! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Changement en cours.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that's well spotted. Always goal side. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
He came in hard, very hard. He can run onto that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, great leap! It's a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And the shots! Incredible! Just incredible! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
And time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here.